So hi everyone, I'm Elron Lawrence, the Communications Director for the Diocese of El Camino Real, and we are here with Lisa Bennett, our Outgoing Development Director, and we're going to share some thoughts about her time with the Diocese and some of the accomplishments we've done together. Hey Lisa.
Hey Elrond.
Hey, so what drew you to work with the Diocese of El Camino Real?
Well, I can only say that it was an act of God, because for me, it was an opportunity and a God-given opportunity to synthesize different parts of my life, including my faith and my profession. And those are two very important and hitherto unconnected parts of my life. And this opportunity was to connect the two of them. And it's been wonderful. Well, Bishop Mary was really the one who got fundraising and philanthropy started for this diocese in late 2013, early 2014. When I came in 2015, it was about a year after you came, Elrond, and you had been setting a nice foundation of communication, which the diocese needed badly. And I came in and just helped build a development program. So build the understanding on the part of our diocesan people that the diocese is an entity in its own right, in addition to their parishes, that the diocese has the ability to look more broadly, more regionally, and to handle problems that way, and to bring parishes together. And so I think the idea of introducing the folk of the Diocese of El Camino Real to the idea of philanthropy was what I was most excited about doing.
What would you say are some of the milestones maybe that you've accomplished, that we have accomplished as a diocese?
Well, I'll throw that back at you, Elrond, and I think the magazine, although it has had a development aspect because communications and development work so closely together, but the idea that people have begun to think of the diocese as we, rather than what's that, has been
Right.
a really good thing, And I guess the opportunity for people to contribute to the bishop's annual appeal or to special appeals along the way, the idea that donors have had an opportunity to participate in bringing the whole emerging communities initiative into reality, that's been great, because that's been something pretty darned important. It's the place where innovation and experimentation can happen, and then everybody can learn from it.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. Plus, of course,
fabulous.
there's the benefit. Most of our parishes have had a transition sometime in the last 5 to 8 years. And those transitions, I mean, the amount of help that this diocese provides in transition has been, it's been reported back to us how valuable that has been. And that's not something that most people think of straight out, is it?
No, not at all.
No. And then there's congregational development. I mean, just helping congregations understand that it's not about the number of seats in the pews or people in the pews.
Right.
It's more about the body, the congregational body, understanding why it's even there, what it's about, what its personality is. And these are the kinds of things that this diocese has really helped parishes with. So one of the things I've been happy to do and have felt might have had some value to people is to help parishes in their own development efforts as well. So people have come to me with questions about capital campaigns and planned giving and those kinds of things, and I've been very happy to help talk them through.
Are you going to stay connected with the diocese for those
Sure.
who might be asking?
Yeah, during this whole time, of course, I went through the formation process to become a deacon, and that is a vocational deacon. No, I'm not going to go on to the higher level, of being a priest. No, I'm a vocational deacon. I'm a deacon. I work out in the world, in the community, and I'll stay closely connected that way because deacons report directly to the bishop. So of course I'll stay in touch. Plus, it's been, I mean, I think the thing that might have surprised me the most about working as a member of the diocesan staff is how closely we bonded as a working group. It was quite outstanding. So I think the thing that's going to be hardest for me is to pull away from the diocesan team, because, and I'm speaking, I've been speaking about the staff team, but I have to say that the larger team, the volunteers for the diocese, the volunteers, the clergy, have just been wonderful. I'm so pleased to have gotten acquainted with so many people throughout the diocese. That's been a real privilege to see the faith at work, to see people's goodwill, to see people's willingness to help when perhaps the outcome is unknown. I guess that's been the greatest privilege is the family team right in Sargent House, and then the extended team of all the diocesan volunteers.
Any special people you would like to call out or thank at this point?
Well, of course, first of all, the donors. I'd like to thank everybody who's a donor of anything to the diocese. But I'd like to thank especially the Bishop's Council of Advice, the current and former members, and especially Roger Barney, who was the first chair, and Terry Cravan, who's the current chair. Absolutely outstanding leadership, and we're so lucky to have them.
Well, I can't think of a better note to end on, but is there any thoughts you have about the future of our diocese, just looking ahead?
Well, I think that the future of our diocese is in extremely good hands with the lay and clergy leadership we have now. We were quite blessed to get Bishop Lucinda. She's outstanding. And Bishop Mary was a hard act to follow, but we did get the right bishop for the right time. And this circumstance of COVID-19, she has a firm and steady hand. She's been able to handle not only being a new bishop, new position, new location, but also an unforeseen circumstance.
This little pandemic.
Just the little pandemic. And she's been handling it really, really well. Very deft hand. She's particularly good at finding the right person for a job that she needs done. And so when I see that at close hand over and over again, I'm filled with a great deal of confidence and peace about our diocese.
All right, you can't get far from us. We know where you are. So thank you so much.
I will stay in touch.
Oh, good. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you for all the gifts you have given us. And we're a transformed diocese because of your efforts too. So
thank you.